Budget 2023 will be announced in the Dáil in just a few hours' time. Taoiseach Micheál Martin has said Ireland is in uncertain and difficult times, but the measures contained in the budget will assist families, young people and the most vulnerable. The package is worth more than €10 billion, with €3 billion aimed at the cost of living crisis. Our political correspondent Gavin Riley has more.
It's one of the most anticipated budgets for many years, and in fact technically it's not even just one budget, it's two. There's the usual budget for 2023 that will entail spending increases and tax cuts of around €7 billion to be announced by Ministers Paschal Donohoe and Michael McGrath today. But on top of that, there's also a mini budget to address the immediate cost of living crisis, a mini budget for the remainder of 2022, in which the government will forgo taxes and increase spending to the tune of €3 billion. Among the major headline measures we will see today will be an increase in the cut-off point for the higher tax rate. That will see most full-time workers able to retain €100 more of their own wages. On top of that, there will be increases in subsidies for childcare, increases in healthcare subsidies, which will also include the abolition of hospital charges over the course of the year, and of course extra investment in nurses, teachers, Gardaí. But one major area in which there could be some issues is in welfare, where the government has decided to increase weekly welfare rates by around €12, much less than the current rate of inflation. And on a day when the government is assigning €14 billion of public funds through one measure or another, the major question will be whether everyone feels that they've got their fair share. Gavin Riley, Virgin Media News, Leinster House.
Well, the leader of the opposition says she has concerns around a number of measures contained in the government's bumper budget. Speaking on Ireland AM, the Sinn Féin leader, Mary Lou MacDonald, outlined some of the areas that she believes could be tackled differently.
From what we have heard thus far, on the issue of supporting renters, it's a fail by government. On the issue of delivering a fair personal taxation and giving people who earn 20-odd grand, 30 grand, a fair break, they're not meeting that requirement also. And critically for me, the issue of giving a level of certainty to people on their energy bills through what will be a long autumn and winter. They're not doing that in as effective and fair a way as I believe could be done.
Well, a number of groups have also been reacting to some of the budget proposals. The weekly welfare payment rate is reported to increase by €12. However, children's charity Bernardo's had been calling for a €20 increase. Speaking on The Tonight Show last night, Susan Connolly from the charity says the government doesn't really understand the reality for some families and the choices they're having to make.
We would have liked €20 for people because it's what was needed. I mean, we did a cost of living survey a couple of months ago and people are really struggling out there to make ends meet. I mean, they're choosing between heating and food. And this is across the board. I mean, families who'd never had to come to Bernardo's were coming to Bernardo's for help with things like, fuel vouchers. So this is a disgrace, really, and that families in need weren't prioritised in terms. I mean, €20 would have made a difference.